Action. Yes. What is happening, everybody?
It's good.
Welcome to the Romance Mic Experience with Pretty Papes.
Experience.
I'm your host, Hazzle Joy, and we are so excited to have you here with us today.
I am elated to be here. I'm super elated, man. Y'all are like family to me. It's going down.
First of all, congratulations on the release of
Thank you very much.
Romance Mic. It's been, what, over a month now, right?
About a month. Yeah, it came out on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, appropriately named.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of like my nickname when I do romantic things.
Ah,
okay.
okay.
Like, oh, baby, you ain't talking to Papes right now. You're talking to Romance Mike right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, put a little flowers or a little, you know.
And
that's like
Mike is your real name.
Swerve thing. Yeah, that's my government name.
So Pretty Papes is a very unique name, and I definitely want to get into how you got that name.
Okay.
With the dollar sign, right?
Yeah.
See, I wasn't familiar with how to say it at first when Irv sent me your music, and I was like, Pretty Papes, but how do I pronounce it? Pape money? Like, I don't know, you know, like what? Yeah, tell me the story.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people will be like, oh man, pretty Papes, pretty Papas, pretty Papels, or like they'll like kind of like mess with the pronunciation, but it goes as Papes.
Okay.
Papes is in like rolling papers.
Okay.
So when I was in high school, I was always kind of like the designated dude to roll the joints, just because, you know, I'm nice with it, man.
Nice.
I'm really good at rolling joints. And then, so originally when I first started rapping, I just started off as Papes, right? And I wanted to like spice it up. Actually, I wanted to do more than spice it up because I was on SoundCloud. I saw somebody else's like J Papes or some shit like that.
Really?
So I wanted to like add a little something to it. And my mom always told me that I'm so vain. Like, she's like, oh, you're like the most vain boy ever. Like,
really?
You're always looking in the mirre.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
So that's why you call yourself pretty.
I can't stop looking at the monitor right here, honestly. But
I see.
But they would always say like, oh, you're so vain. You're always looking at yourself in the mirror. So, and you know, they was
Self-love.
right. So I decided to, hey, throw that pretty on there because, I mean, you know, the motherfucker look good. That's
Hell yeah. Yes, I love it. I love the confidence. You exude that confidence through your work, through your art, and through your, you know, you're really active on social media.
Thank you.
For sure.
And
you're funny like on there. And there's so many things to talk about. I don't even know where to start. But let's rewind back a bit because we are in a pandemic. And I always ask, like, how are you? Like mentally, you know, like spiritually, like just let me know, how have you been dealing with it and coping with it? Like these are like weird times, right? Like
pandemic, it was... When it first started, it's funny to say that like I was actually excited to be able to stay home, just because like prior to that, I mean, like we were still running. We were on a schedule of basically like we wanted to do 2 releases. About 2 years ago, we wanted to start and just do 2 releases every single month, just to pound the pavement and get like our, you know, get our traction going, get our music out there, because I just have so much music that I just want to share, and we had to figure out how to package it in the right way and things like that. But really, like when the pandemic hit, I was actually excited to be able to just kind of like dial back and just work on like music. You know, because
you were hitting a little, like you were getting a little buzz. You were with Power 106, right?
Yeah.
Doing your performances.
Yes.
Yeah, and then your song Boomin's viral.
Yeah.
On TikTok.
Yeah, that happened last year. Yeah, that happened last year in the pandemic.
Yeah.
So like
That's
literally
amazing.
2020 was actually the best year of my life because we stuck to the plan. Like we had the plan of 2018, of 2019, and we said, hey man, we're like, I'm not gonna drop this plan just because there's a pandemic. Actually, it's almost easier. It's almost easier to execute the plan now because we kind of have more time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Like the time off from work and the time off from just having more time to reflect and really think things through. Like I feel like
beautiful.
That has really just contributed to my growth, you know, as a human being and as an artist.
For sure. That's a beautiful thing. And especially being able to take time on your craft, right? So you're really active on social media, like I said, and there's just like I said, I don't even know where to start. There's your Tagalog of the Day series.
Yes, Tagalog word of the day.
So you are Filipino American. You're
Filipino.
Born out here.
Yes, 100% Filipino. I was born out here.
Oh, you were born out here. Okay.
I was born here. So
where?
First gen, and then my parents are from Pasig City.
Oh, Pasig City.
Pasig City, and then
Pasig or Pasay?
Pasig.
Ah, okay.
See,
my mom's from Pasay, so y'all said Pasay City.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So where were you born?
I was born out here in Torrance Memorial Hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, and my parents, they first lived in Carson, actually.
Carson.
When I was first born. I lived there till I was like little, like 1 or 2 years old, and then they moved out to Orange County.
Got it.
Aliso Viejo, little suburb called
Aliso Viejo. Okay, that's like way out there.
Yeah, way
Deep
out
OC.
there, South County.
Okay.
And then I lived in Utah for a little bit in my elementary years too.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I moved to Utah, and then we moved back to OC again, and now I live in Long Beach.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we're neighbors. I mean, I have history in Orange County too. Like I went to Buena Park High School. Shout out Buena Park.
Oh, okay. Shout
and,
out Buena Park.
Yeah, and then I'm now in Lakewood, so we're basically neighbors. That's basically Long Beach. I like to say.
Yeah.
But hey, live from the studio in Burbank at Offstream.
Burbank.
Shout out. Yes, I know, right?
Yeah.
But dope. Okay, so you're from Orange County, and I remember you had that one track called Juice.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
And you had that performance on there that I was cool because I was like, ooh, I could cheat these little like tidbit facts over here, but that was cool. That was a really dope performance too. But I like the play on Juice because like OC, like you repping and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, like it's funny because like I'm not even the one that really came up with that moniker. A lot of cats before me had already been calling it Juice County.
Okay.
Or the Juice.
You know what's crazy?
Like
I haven't heard that though.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people didn't ever claim it on record. You know what I mean?
That's
Like, oh man, you in the Juice right now. But like I was like, to me, I think I'm the first one to like proudly claim the Juice on record. I mean, like in my personal opinion. Just because, yeah, man, I'm proud of where I'm from, and I'm proud of the sounds that come out of Orange County. You know what I mean? Like it is.
Wait, how old are you? Can
zone.
I ask that, or is that inappropriate to ask
a
girl?
No, it is inappropriate, but it's okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I wanted to ask. I'm just curious.
I'm 30.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. 30s Club. Hey.
Yeah.
Dope. Okay, so so that's weird because, like I said, I'm from OC, but like my adolescence, so I didn't even like know that was like a term, like the Juice, but I don't know when that came about. But that's dope. I like that. So okay, going back to your Filipino. Okay, I have to ask though because majority of Filipinos are in the medical industry. So have you ever faced any like stereotypes or like your family were like expecting you to do other things and you're like, I'm gonna do music? Like,
I was my dad still wants me to go to nursing school. Shit.
Really?
Yeah. Really like. At a very young age, I mean, it was always instilled that you would go, you would work hard in high school.
Yeah.
You would go to college, and you would, fulfill your career, which is usually something in the medical field. They wanted me to do nursing.
Right.
My sister is actually a nurse, and it's a great profession. It's a great job, all that, but it just wasn't for me. I feel like I didn't fit the mold, and I had a hard time when I was younger trying to figure out, like what I really wanted out of life, like what really fulfilled me. And I felt like the only thing that really fulfilled me and lit my soul on fire was music. So I just decided to go full steam.
Okay, so let's backtrack it more. So you got into music at how old? Like, when did you like? So
I started listening to hip hop around like 12 years old. Okay. Because before that, my parents didn't really let me listen to anything with cursing. So I would listen to like funk and like different stuff like that. But getting into music, 15. I was about 15 years old. And I wasn't like super serious into it or anything. I was just, my homie had gave me Fruity Loops and I was just dabbling. I was playing, but as time went on and I started learning more things about music and just also like absorbing the way that music makes me feel like as a human being, I just started to fall in love. It was like it was a gradual love that I just at one point it's just like it was undeniable.
So
but
at
I
15, you're like, this is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life.
No, not at 15.
Yet?
Not at 15.
So
no, not yet. I feel like when it came at a later age. At a later age, probably around 22 or 23 or so. And yeah, I was in a few groups at the time. I didn't really know like my sound per se. I was still trying to find out like who I was as a person so I could formulate my sound. And that's still something I'm still trying to do every day, is trying to find out who I am and look within for these records that I can output,
That process is always really interesting to me. Like what goes into like figuring out your sound. It's just like a lot of trial and error in the
It's a lot of trial and error, and it's a lot of just instincts.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like if your gut is telling you this is what is good, then
sounds
it's
good to you.
Just listen to your I mean, like to me, like I'm a Capricorn, so I'm a big overthinker. So to step out of that overthinking, that normal overthinking that I always do, I always just kind of trust feeling.
Mm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
trust the feeling, trust the emotion behind it. Because usually if you have that feeling, someone else is going to have that feeling too.
I got to tell you, one of the things that I also really liked, because I did look at like your vlogs and stuff too, you have a lot of like wisdom that you like to share.
Yeah.
And I just thought of that right now, like, yeah, share all your wisdom, man.
Yeah.
People need to hear it.
You know, it's weird. I don't
love
really
it.
consider myself like wise like that per se. I'm not like a Gary V guy trying to hit you with tips or nothing like that. But like, you know, we all are in the same human experience here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we all go through different things, but we all, knowledge-wise, I feel like if we all know around the same amount of things, they're just in different areas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
For sure.
if you can really break down why you know those things and what makes that like so special to you, like,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, it's always
Hey.
a chase.
So the romance mic, how has the response been? Like,
It's been wonderful. It's been
It's picking
wonderful. And it's funny, I was actually anxious and kind of nervous when I first put it out.
really? Why?
Before putting it out, because before on records, I never really sang like that. So this is
Mhm.
my first records where I was actually singing, and I had put an album out 3 years ago called Cuddle Season.
Mhm.
So this was originally intended to be like the sequel, Cuddle Season 2, but I kind of felt like it was more than that. It was more actually like, instead of like this is just Cuddle Season, like no, this is actually me. This is actually
Yeah.
Mike. So I wanted to share a piece of myself, get a little bit more vulnerable with my music, as
Mhm.
well as kind of stretch my boundaries and stretch my artistry and just show people what I'm actually capable of.
And
you know?
I'm actually glad you brought that up, because your earlier music was definitely a different vibe.
Yeah.
This is more like chilling. And
Yeah.
okay, I have to tell you my reaction when I first heard it, because
Yeah.
I didn't even know, like, first of all, you were Filipino American.
Yes.
And so when I listened to it, I was like, oh, this is dope. And then when I looked you up, I was like, because I heard the references in
Yeah.
the romance mic. I think it was Manifest Destination, like
yeah.
karaoke, Manila.
Yeah,
I don't know if you say
yeah.
Philippines. And I'm like someone that's not Filipino wouldn't shout those out as
Yeah.
much, especially at the karaoke.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah. I
whole
always try to
family loves
sneak
the
little
karaoke.
Filipino.
yeah, I love that. So I definitely want to say, like, I love that you're putting on for the Filipino people,
Of
because
course.
I feel like there isn't enough representation of us. Like,
There's not
yeah.
enough Filipino representation. There's
Yeah.
not enough Asian representation in media, just in
and
general.
full too, right?
Yeah.
You see a lot of halves.
We do see a
so-
lot of halves, but I am full Filipino.
Yeah.
I'm a pure blood.
Yeah. So okay. So the romance mic, and my other reaction was like, okay, this guy is super, like, he's a simp for sure.
Yeah,
like,
of course.
And I love it
Yeah.
though. Like, it's a super dope project. Like,
See,
I just listened to
That's
it.
the thing. I wanted
Yeah.
to give something that's like, okay, all this music that always comes out, it's always about like, oh yeah, I'm getting this much money, I got this much hoes, this but that. It's
Right.
like, but like, what's really going on with you, dog?
What's meaningful?
You
to
know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
if you think about like certain like rapper shit, like, I mean, bubblegum type. I don't want to like shoot nobody down, but just like
Yeah.
that bubblegum type, like
Yeah.
you never really learn anything about that person.
Right.
So I mean, for me, music is honesty, and music is, it's a feeling, but it's something that has to come from somewhere. You know, you
Right.
can't just like grab it from here, grab it from there. It has to come from in here. So I just gave who I am, and who I am is a simp, and you know what I mean, like, and
Own
I'm gonna own it, and there's not enough people that even talk about. I mean, I feel like in general, just in society, like there's like this big stigma with men sharing their emotions.
Oh, absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like showing their emotions. I feel like we're trained like that when we're younger. We're
Right.
trained to just never show, never really express. We're trained to kind of bottle it in.
Right.
And usually bottle it, and then motherfuckers explode, and that's why it was always fighting and whatnot, because they're scared of their emotions.
Right.
You know what I mean? So for me, I ain't scared of nothing, including my emotions. So that's what it is.
Dope. I love it. And I was like, okay, so the best music always comes out of either love or a heartbreak. And I was like, this
Mhm.
guy's in love.
Yeah.
So I did some snooping. So you're actually married, right?
Yes, I am. Yes,
and
I am.
you say it in your music.
Yes,
anyways.
Yes, I do.
But yeah, that absolute simp album, but it's lovely.
Of the
I love
year,
it.
Yeah.
And okay, so the first track we have is Too Smooth, right? I
Mhm.
think we should get a listen. I think the listeners want to hear it.
Yeah.
If
play
they
it.
haven't already.
Too
So
smooth.
we'll get into that.
The smoothest,
Let's
best
go.
looking,
So
best rapping
we'll have
rapper.
the mics on so we can talk through it. And then we'll talk about it after.
Yeah, reporting live, baby. From the beauty dungeon. It's the smoothest motherfucker. It's the best looking, best rapping rapper. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Yeah, hey. Convertible top, they can't miss me. Looking pretty as soon as the wind hits me. George just
Funny shit,
Sunset vibes.
I write most of my songs in the car.
Do you?
Even if I'm home.
We all looking for somebody who can satisfy and bring to life all the dirty thoughts that we fantasize.
Yeah, just parked in the front, smoking up. Like, that's just my vibe. I don't know.
So strategized. Pick you up in the bucket around 8. Can't look too thirsty, show up 15 minutes late. You know I want you, so let's get that out the way. It ain't gonna work if we got nothing left to say. To be honest, see that body is persuasive. She a brick house. Shorty, let me redesign the basement. Let me dig out. Drinking kamikazes, getting wasted.
Here comes the drop.
Before it gets complicated. I'm too smooth. I'm too suave. I'm on the moon, baby.
Try it, my love.
You in the mood, okay? Pull up with some Andre. I'm about my business. I ain't I'm too smooth. I'm too suave.
Okay, so that was Too Smooth. And actually, keep watching because there might be a little performance later.
There just might be.
So stay tuned. Okay, so tell us about Too Smooth.
Too Smooth. Yeah. Well, Too Smooth was one of the many songs, like I was saying before, that I wrote in the car.
Okay.
I just love being in the car. It's just like, I don't know, like when you're driving, you're already doing something. So your subconscious, I already told you I'm an overthinker. So your subconscious is already taken. You know, like if you're driving, you got an action going. Then like your actual
focused.
creative mind is like completely, it's like bam, unlock the creative mind, and it's like literally just right there, just floating. And I always come up with melodies, things like that
While you're driving.
While I'm driving, so
wait, pause real quick. Okay.
While I'm driving and while I'm in the car.
Really quick. You know what's crazy? It's always when I'm stuck in traffic that I find like my best favorite idea, like the ideas come, the creativity. That's so crazy you say that. I'm always like, sometimes I call people randomly, like I would call Irv. I'm like, hey, I have this idea, but like I can't write it down. It's like I call you.
Yeah, but you're in the car. It's like, why are we always on the go whenever we have like the best ideas? You know what I mean? But
sorry, didn't mean
yeah.
to
So no, I basically, I love that damn song. I wrote that song kind of as when I heard the beat. Actually, when I made the beat, that's one of my first like self-produced songs that I put out as well. But when I was like listening to the beat, I kind of just felt this like real Casanova vibe. You know what I mean? Like this is the representation of that first facade you put on. Almost, it's not a facade, but it's like that first impression you want to make on somebody that you like or that you're infatuated or interested in. This is like the smooth facade that you put on before you peel back the layers. So I feel like Romance Mike in general comes, the way it's listened to, it comes off, it peels back in layers, you know?
Yeah. Oh, okay. So earlier we mentioned how, you know, because I was like, either the best music come out of like love or heartbreak.
Yeah.
And you're married now. So like, I'm just curious, like, cause I'm married too, and we're like 2 years in.
Yeah.
And you don't, obviously at our age, we don't meet too many people that are yet. But what's your experience like, and how much? I mean, obviously she's the whole inspiration, right, for the Romance Mike.
Yes.
And she's been always supportive.
She's always been supportive. She's always been there. Yeah. I feel like marriage itself it's great and it's hard.
How long now?
Only 4 months. About 4 months.
Congratulations.
4 months in December.
Beautiful.
It's great. It's wonderful, and it's challenging at the same time. But I think the challenge itself is what makes it, like, beautiful. You know what I mean? Like, because it's like every time, you know, there's certain things, problems that occur. Like, when you figure out those problems, you're stronger every single time. Compared to, like, when you're in a relationship, like, it's cool if you're, like, in a relationship, but, like, you can quit. And you can slide out. Like this marriage, like no, like we got to figure out a way to make this work.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And
you can't
it's
just like walk away.
And it makes
quick.
you actually really know what true love is. So like I think that's what also unlocked this project and unlocked a lot of new thoughts in my brain as far as like even just perspectives on love. You know what I mean? Like there's perspectives on love that I didn't even know I had until I started writing.
And how long have you guys been together before?
We've been together for 4 years.
Okay. So
4 years total, and then we've been married for 4 months.
Okay, shout out wifey, because honestly, like Janet. She has to get a shout out because this whole project was
the whole project is one. It's a 9-song. It's a 9-song shout out.
Hey, okay, so the next song we have is "Love With You." Should we talk about it after? Or we should listen to it first. Yeah.
No, let's do it first. Yeah. Just groove to it. This is actually my favorite song on the whole project. Okay. This is my personal favorite.
Is it?
Here comes the drop.
I want your body, you got me in your pockets, and I rolling. We go through this too often, and you got me craving. We both been misbehaving, and you got me waiting. And you know I've been patient, but baby, give me a sign, baby, give me a sign. I can't read your mind. Baby, give me some time, baby, give me some time. I wanna make you mine. Baby, give me a sign, baby, give me a sign. I can't read your mind. Baby, give me some time, baby, give me some time. I wanna make you mine. I wanna love with you. You moving like you want me to.
I was hella nervous putting the song out. Just singing, bro. I haven't really been singing like that. I'm a rapper. Getting vocals on, you know what I mean? But I love it.
You moving like you want me to.
That's the vibe for sure. Like,
You got me
you can't help it. Why would you not?
just to get in touch with you. I wanna love with you. Little shorty, I've been busy as hell. I know things kinda different now. I'm gonna build you up while I'm picking you down. We can make love and make a million now. I can't really explain it. I wanna get really acquainted. Yeah, it's obvious I'm into you, ain't it? No games, but I do be playing. All your friends saying, oh, he crazy. He gon' mess around and have my baby. We don't even gotta talk.
It was interesting writing this song too, and
you can get it in the penthouse suite of
going
the
from
back of your
singing to
grandma's
rap,
car. Girl, you a star.
like
Always
switching
got
your
you on the
brains
front of my
now.
mind. Pulling up a
You're
bunch of
like,
killers in line.
you're
But
in
everybody
singing
saying
mode,
loving is
and
blind, but they can't see the view I got from
you know,
mine.
like switching to like this different mode. You don't sound like a different person. That was a really
You want me to. You got me working day and night just to get in touch with you.
That's really interesting to say that though about the transitioning.
Mhm.
You like just. Do you feel like an actor because you gotta like switch off vibes like
Yeah,
real quick, like
almost.
tap
It's
in?
like I gotta switch voices almost too, where it's like I gotta throw like the rap delivery right after the sing delivery, which
So-
are different pitches, they're different, you know, they're different cadences, they're different like timing and all that.
Would you say it's kind of like your alter ego, like Pretty Papes versus Romance
Romance Mike
the
is my alter
singer?
ego, yeah. Which it's funny. It's like it's my alter ego, but it's like it's me. You know what I mean? It's like this is the music that I mean. I made Romance Mike when I made it. This is like I tried to make something that sounds like the music that made me fall in love with music in the first place. You know, like I told you before, when I was younger, I mean, I listened to a lot of funk. I still listen to a lot of like 60s, 70s, 80s vibes.
Who's your favorite?
For me, Earth, Wind & Fire.
Ooh,
Up top. I
good
feel like
one.
all Filipinos.
Yeah,
It's got to be everyone Earth, Wind & Fire because they're the only people that came to
Classic.
the Philippines. I don't know if you knew that too.
No, I did
So
not.
my mom actually, way back in the day, like the 70s, they had like a TV concert or something like that, and then she was like one of the dancers.
Oh
and
wow.
she'll always flex that. What's up, Mom?
Hey,
What's
music.
up, Mom?
So
She'll
music's
always,
in your family.
yeah,
that makes
it's in our
sense.
blood. It's in our blood. A lot of I feel like it's not that they're all like trained musicians or anything like that,
Right.
but they all always just gravitate to music. I mean, I feel like it's
Very
like that
true.
with all Filipinos. We love karaoke
Karaoke.
all the time. You know what I mean? Like,
It's a thing.
yeah. No, it's literally it's wonderful though.
Okay, so we're gonna get into the next track, which is actually one of my favorites.
Okay.
The Love Like This.
Love Like This.
And,
Okay.
featuring Rain Raps.
My brother Rain Raps, Mr. Hot
Yeah.
Jam.
So we're gonna play the video and then let's talk about it after.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Run it.
All right, let's go.
Love like this, love like this. Have you ever had a love like this? Love like this. Have you ever had a ay? Have you ever had a hey, that's a mess. Drop that. Have you ever had a love like this? Love like this. Have you ever had a love like this? Love like this. I must admit, it's complicated. No, I've never been the type for harder conversations, but have you ever had a love like this? Love. Have you ever had a love like a breeze in the wind? Do I give you goosebumps when I'm touching your skin? Can you tell me that you love me and I have to pretend? And you let me touch your body when I'm all in your head? Have you ever had a love like tequila and lime? Have you salted when you call me for the millionth time? We both pretty, but you're gorgeous in a different light. I'm hella lucky that you think that I'm a sensitive type. And one time for the skins, baby, I got time. You get yours and shorty, I get mine. And 2 times for the good, ain't be too loud. You brought yours and shorty, I brought mine. So you can come a little closer. We can smoke a little doja. Make love on the sofa. Come a little closer. We can smoke a little doja. Make love on the sofa, y'all. Have you ever had a love like this? discovered it. Hey, don't get discovered at home. Hey,
It's never accidental. Have you on my mental? Have you ever loved that I always meet you in the middle? How can I be the love that you depend on? The one for you to tend on. You run and tell your friends what we been on.
have you ever had a love like this? Love like this. Have you ever had a love like this? Love like this. I must admit, it's complicated. No, I've never been the type for all the conversations, but have you ever had a love like this? Love like this.
You had your jamborees with jabronies, lifted lonely around the time I was tampering with tenderonis. Bit a hole that's alive over 20-something, just roaming. Pray we bump into our soulmate, but odds that we meet the polar opposite. Living in a simulation, let's remove the oculus. It's crazy, what I see before me is real. Adults enjoying the thrill, somehow conjoining the bill. Shot reveal, we know it's love, but fake ignoring the feel. And reaching depths at this won't, I've been exposing my weird like irrational fears. I'm me seeing clowns in the mirror. Misplaced my mom when I was younger, lost and found in the sea. So staying bolted to your bum until we bound for the near exit. I'm vocal to fear the reverend, and both of us get us everything. Focus on being a better me. Hope that you never met him. A one of one, I wanna be special, the perfect match. There's no turning back, ain't stress it enough. The first to last, yeah.
Have you ever had a love like this? Love like this. Have you ever had a love like this? Love like this. I must admit, it's complicated. No, I've never been the type for all the conversations, but have you ever had a love like this? Love
Got
like
one time for the
this.
skits, baby, I got time. You get yours, and shorty, I get mine. And 2 times for the good day, we twice. Brought yours, and shorty, I brought mine. See, come a little closer, we can smoke a little doja and make love on the sofa. Come a little closer, we can smoke a little doja and make love on the sofa, yeah.
Hey, and that was Love Like This.
Yeah.
Featuring Rain Raps.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell us about that song.
Love Like This, man. My brother DJ SMS produced that. When I heard the beat, I was feeling very like I don't know if you know that song, like it's a really popular song, 93 Till Infinity.
Yes.
My Soul's a Mischief. Yeah, I was kind of
Yes.
feeling like those vibes, kind of like that real old school, like deep cuts from the 90s type thing.
Total
So
90s vibe.
I just he pulled up to the studio with that beat. I immediately just claimed that damn beat and just started writing. We probably wrote that song in like about 2 hours or so. And Love Like This, I mean, I was kind of referring to, it's almost like a conversational piece,
Mhm.
like talking to the homies. You know what I mean? It's like, have you ever had a love like
Mm.
this? It's
Mhm.
like, it's not like, oh, like, it's like super like, I mean, the beat is upbeat, but it's not like on some, oh, like, have you ever had a love like this? Like
Right.
positive. It's like, no, it's like I'm actually trying to relate. Like, yo, have you ever had a love like this? Because my shit's like this right now. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
that was kind of like the premise behind the song. And then my brother Rain Raps jumped on it, and he just made it wonderful too. So like
Amazing.
he really
Killed it.
capped it off and just took it to the top. And I love that damn record a lot.
And let's talk about the video. So that was cool. Like, so at first I thought you were entering a party or something, but then it looked like, oh, they're in like couples therapy.
Yeah,
so
it's couples therapy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. I appreciate that. And like
Yeah.
a lot of people, relationships are like crazy. So it's like, that's cool. I appreciate you putting that on the map too, and like making
Yeah.
it visible that it's okay to get couples therapy. Like, it's not
Exactly.
something to look down upon.
No,
Like,
for real.
yeah,
And
that's
I
dope.
mean, I write all my own video treatments too. So I wrote that one actually for my brother Blew Me to Goat. He's here right now too. So I wrote that kind of to show like both the sides of a relationship as well. Because like if you notice in the beginning of the video, it's very like, oh, like we're happy, we're having a good time,
Right.
take a picture, smiling, and then bam, flip, and like this is like the problems. It's like kind of you could. It's because I feel like a lot of music will only highlight one side.
Mhm.
You know, like there's your heartbreak songs, and then there's
Like
like
extreme
and then there's like
opposite.
your up, I'm in love type songs.
Mhm.
But like a lot of people don't really have songs where you tackle like both in the record. So that's
Mhm.
actually what I wanted to accomplish with the visual, and I wanted to accomplish like the full spectrum of the human love experience.
Love it.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Okay, I have to mention this because I did watch one of your vlogs. I want to ask a fun question.
Yeah.
The big debate. I saw the hot sauce
Oh,
in the fridge or
shit.
out of the
They're
fridge.
dropping the debate.
Yes, really
oh,
quick.
man.
So what's your take on that?
No,
hot sauce
it
in
can't be in the
fridge.
fridge. Why would you put it in the
Okay,
fridge? It's
I'm the
not-
same way. Like, don't put it in the
yeah,
fridge.
why? It's cold hot sauce, one. And then two, on the
Yes.
bottle, you get the little crusties on the bottle. That's
Yeah.
gross. Yeah, you should, like my brother Bloomy said, you should probably go be in jail
Oh no.
for a long amount of time.
Okay, so
if
we
you're putting
ended
hot
that
sauce in the
debate.
fridge, we
Yes.
don't trust you. Traklife does not trust you
I-
either. If you put
Well, I speak for myself. I don't want to speak for the whole track life.
okay, you don't.
I
Okay,
don't put
well, you
it
don't
in.
trust. You don't trust them in here. Anybody in the room? Hot sauce in the fridge?
No.
We're taking,
Nope.
Yep.
Okay, so
No?
everybody's
Hot sauce in the
Or-
fridge?
We all agree.
Hot sauce in the fridge and oh
no,
shit!
Dom! No. Okay. All right, we gotta end that debate, but I just had to get that question out my
Yeah,
system
yeah.
because I saw that going around. But okay, let's get to the next track. So we have
Okay.
"Read My Mind" featuring Zay, which was
Ooh,
she is really dope.
she's amazing.
Yes,
She's
and I
amazing.
remember seeing you had the vlog right for that one too.
Yes, we had the vlog when
Amazing.
we made
Yes.
it too. Yeah.
So this one we're actually gonna listen. Yeah, let's play the track.
you read my mind, though.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
I love this damn song. So
I love the
much.
behind the scenes stuff too, like the vlogging and stuff.
Thank
That's
you,
cool. Keep
yo.
that up for sure.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that was my brother Steven, my manager, and one of my big content guys. He does
Amazing.
cool 80% of my content, and yeah, dude.
Yeah, you're
I
pushing
love
out a
the
lot of
dan-
content.
Yeah,
for
we're
sure.
just literally just trying to take over. If we treat our content like drops, like everything is a drop. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like just like you dropped a song, you dropped a vlog, you dropped a song. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
all just to keep the dream going and just keep us meeting and finding new people. You
Right.
know,
Teamwork makes the dream work,
teamwork
baby.
makes the dream work for real. This is a
Right.
team sport. Music is a team sport.
Absolutely.
This here, what you guys are doing right now, is team sport too. Like
Absolutely.
it's all. Yeah.
We got
Takes
the
a
track
village.
playing. Are we getting that up? Okay. But yeah, so I'm still laughing about that hot sauce debate. Sorry. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Man.
okay, so let's get into. We were going to talk about it after, but since we're setting that up now, let's talk about it now.
Okay,
So read my
yeah.
mind. Like,
Yeah.
tell us about it.
Read my mind. So this was produced by my brother Los Wave. The sound that he makes itself is like it's a crazy hybrid sound of hip hop, dance, and funk. You know? So
Yes,
when I
funk.
first heard that, and he's his bass lines are just godly bass lines. So when I first heard that, I already heard Zay's voice in my head when I heard the whole thing drop. So I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I gotta get her on it. And yeah, I wanted to make something fun, but then with deep connotations. You know what I mean? I wanted to make something that's it's fun to listen to sonically on the ears, but then if you listen closer a few times, there's certain things that you might have missed. You know?
Yeah.
And it
All
gives
right.
the value of the repeat listen. You know?
Yeah, let's get that going. I think they want to hear it now.
Let's play it.
Zay, featuring Zay.
Featuring Zay. Yeah, this is Read My Mind featuring Zay, produced by my brother Los Wave. Drop it, DJ.
You my number one boo thing. You been running through my mind like you sang. See, lately I've been dealing with some mood swings, but that all changed up since you came. And you always been the type to look out for me. When other people in my life would only doubt on me, you hold me down when all the rest is holding out on me. You wear the crown whenever you come around on me. Hey, you been ready for love, so let's get it. Had a hard time with the concept, I admit it. Romance might can't get you while even finished. Look into your eyes, your vibe is so appealing. Look into my soul, you know that I'm built different. We got goals, I know that we gon' hit them. We get dough, you know that we gon' split it. Focus on cracking the codes of good living. Hey, calculate the cost of love, it ain't cheap. Whole life
Yeah,
talking
it's definitely
scrubs, it
hard
ain't
to
me.
sit still
Stop
with this
playing
song.
yourself, that ain't
This
free.
whole
You can
album
build
was,
something
like,
like me
groovy.
and
Like, I
Jay-Z.
just wanna-
Hey, I see you moving your feet, so let's vibe. Got a little spot in the city that we can slide. Never met a rapper that's
I'm
pretty,
always
so don't
grooving.
lie.
I'm always
Yeah,
even
I'm straight for your heart, you know
anywhere. I'm
why.
always just grooving, dancing in the back and shit.
Oh, you know, Zay killing it. I think, yeah, for sure, her parts are one of my favorite.
Her vocals are amazing. Even those vocals, you hear that in the back. Huh?
Yes.
You got a hold on my heart, just
Oh my
like
gosh, when we were recording this, man.
Yeah, let us know.
When we were recording this, it was going crazy. We were at this this creative space. It's called Chronically Creative.
Okay.
It's connected to a chronic pain relief center over in Long Beach.
This is the one in the vlog, right?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So it's like this big space, and when you record there, it's a warehouse, right? So like if you record there and there's nobody there, like the reverb when you're singing, the natural reverb of the room is insane. So like if you're hearing like her takes right now, like you can like it just seems so full because of like the place we recorded it and the vibe we recorded in as well. I mean, we did it like I don't know if you ever. I mean, are you a morning person or are you a night person?
I would say morning.
Morning. Yeah, I'm a morning person too. So this is actually one of like the only sessions that we were able to do in the morning.
Does it make a huge difference when you record like morning versus night?
For me, it did because like for both of us probably because our voices hadn't been stretched at all.
Raspier,
you know, we hadn't put our voices through anything throughout the day, like fresh vocals, fresh mind too. I feel like you get all your best ideas in the beginning of the day. So we actually wrote that and recorded it literally from 7 in the morning to about 10. Well, we just had the beat. We had a blank slate.
In one day?
And
so like the whole thing was done?
The whole thing was done in a 3-hour session.
A 3-hour session?
3-hour session at CC. It's like
wow.
So it was a 3-hour session written and recorded.
Okay.
And like, yeah, like just the feeling from it, almost like, so we only had that 3 hours from 7 to 10. And after that, we had to get out. We had to, go wherever. I was thinking in my head, like, okay, it's probably going to take like a couple sessions, a couple days to finish this. Right. But then, like, once we got going, I was like, no,
vibe was right.
We're finishing this right now. We're hitting the clock. So, like, when we're hitting our takes, even when we were hitting our takes, like when I was hitting my take, when she was hitting her takes, we were just, like, really, like, going off because, like, we want to get this done. We need this. We feel this record, like, so hard. So, like, just the feeling of it alone, like, I feel like it really translated onto the record. And from the process of making it, almost in like a pressure cooker situation, it made it actually bubble and like turn into one of my favorite songs I've ever made in my life.
Beautiful. So this is, well, you said the other one was your favorite song on this album.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It's a toss up. It's a toss up. I mean, okay. Love With You, and so those are actually in the same. Those are in the same email from Los. He sent both of those, and I was like, oh God, I love both of these so much. And
beautiful.
Then, yeah, so it's definitely a toss up, but I love that vibe. Just the BPM, the speed of it too. It's wonderful.
Amazing. Okay, I do want to backtrack really quick. We have some connections. I remember that as I was doing my research. So you have done tours. You're a seasoned artist. Actually, you've been doing your work. Like you've had over 150 shows that you've done.
Yes.
Yeah. So Noah James, right? You did that tour.
Yeah. I did. I forgot what the tour was called, but we were out in Texas for about six shows.
Like pre-COVID times?
Pre-COVID tour. It was wonderful, man. I mean, like it was great just seeing new faces, completely new faces,
new audience, new fans,
and new fans, new audience, and also just like there's like that mystique about just like proving yourself for the first time. You know what I mean? Like, you're like,
exciting,
you're like, damn, this person's never seen me. They know nothing about me. I'm a blank slate, and my impression right now could either get them to be like, damn, this shit is whack as hell, or be like, oh my God, like that was like the coolest shit I ever seen. So like that's always the impression that I want to leave on somebody. It's like, damn, that was like the coolest shit ever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just to,
that's amazing.
Yeah. So
dope.
it was wonderful, man. It was wonderful.
All right, let's get into the next song. So we got a performance. We got Alone With You. All right, so Dom, you ready in there?
Are we ready?
You can go ahead and get set up in there. And we're going to have Pretty Papes.
That's right.
And they're performing his next track, Alone With You. Super exciting.
What's up, Dom? Not much, dude.
It's always the last song that I hear that gets stuck in my head. I was saying that earlier.
Get my nicotine in real quick.
All right. So we have Pretty Papes here at Offstream at Traklife, and he's going to perform Alone With You.
Yeah.
Talk to me, baby. Yeah, I'm sick of being gone. Yeah. On with you, baby. Yeah, I'm sick of being gone. I just wanna be alone with you, baby. Long nights on the road, always start to take a toll on me, baby. Yeah, I'm sick of being gone. I just wanna be alone with you, baby. I wrote this song for you, baby. Me and you naked playing doctor, let's get it started. Order of operations, you know just where my heart is. I want the information on how to love you smarter. I throw it all away just to let you know I want it. Know you been waiting on me, but I'm just too ambitious. I ain't no average Joe, girl, you know my life is different. Hoping you know when I think about you every minute. Wait, I get a minute with you, let's both get in our feelings. Hey, I love your body language, I read it like a novel. Take you to Paris, baby, you blend in with the models. Buy you that 42, let you drink it out the bottle. You got that type of love that can wash away my problems. You got that type of love that I miss when I'm alone. Yeah, hit different anytime that I'm coming home. You know I miss you, but damn, I can't come to the phone. I wish we could be alone, hey, damn. Can't help but wait for me. Girl, won't you stay with me? Can't help but wait for me. Girl, won't you stay? Along with you, baby. Yeah, I'm tired of being gone. I just wanna be alone with you, baby. Long nights on the road, always start to take a toll on me, baby. Yeah, I'm sick of being gone. I just wanna be alone with you, baby. I wrote this song for you, baby. Yeah, I was alone with you. Appreciate y'all being alone with me right now, man. Traklife Live, it's going up. It's going up. Happens every time I reach your phone.
Yes, y'all. That was Pretty Papes with his track Alone With You. That was a vibe. Hey, killed it. Hey, get it. That was beautiful. Okay, so
Now I'm alone with you. What's up?
yeah. Hey, okay, so yeah, let us know how this song was made and all the good stuff.
Okay, so Alone With You. Alone With You was made. Actually, this was the last song that I made before we finalized Romance Mike. And Alone With You was actually made out of almost like despair from just all the work that goes behind putting out an album.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like
right.
I was doing studio sessions, we were doing videos, we were doing vlogs, we were prepping, we were doing strategy meetings and things like that. And I really didn't have that much time that I could be home. And that was we're freshly married. We're married about 4 months right now, and this is what the second month, and I'm already having a hard time balancing time. And this kind of came out of just my want to just spend time with my wife. Really, that's the bottom line. And I was feeling frustrated. I was also feeling lonely, even though, I had my team and everybody behind me. I was just feeling lonely because, there was that love that was kind of missing, that I wasn't able to, balance my time correctly. So that's where that came from. Really, that came from a painful place. It did come from a painful place. Wow. I would say, yeah.
And how did you find that balance? Is that something you're still trying to figure out?
That's something I'm still trying to figure out now. It gets better. It's getting better with time.
Yeah. Life in general.
Yeah, it's the thing. Balance, it's it's literally just the balance of between what your ambitions and still looking after the people you love. Mm-hmm. It's really hard, especially in this industry, especially in hip hop music, because you have to be so constant. You always have to be.
Absolutely.
And especially in our generation where it's people get over things so fast, or people just, it's not that they get over things, they just process things just really quickly. So it's
short attention span.
If you're somebody who's always has to put this art out for people to process, mm-hmm. It's it's exhausting.
Yeah, and it's kind of
truly
like
exhausting.
your track booming, like what has now 26 million, like or
Close to 30 million.
30
it's
million
like,
now,
it's like literally
right?
like 29.75 or
Beautiful.
something like that. We
On
like right
TikTok.
there. We're trying to get to 30 so we can flex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
super
Yeah.
amazing though. But
Yeah,
yeah,
thank
I
you.
get what you mean, and that what took like a year, right, to
That
like
took
catch
a whole
wind. Yeah,
ass year. Yeah, that was
Wait,
a
I
whole
mean,
year of
sounds
work.
kind of like standard,
Yeah,
right?
standard. Yeah, but that's if
Yeah.
you think about it, that's a year of work, and you think about
Absolutely.
when the song was made. It's probably. I mean, we made the song, so it started popping in 2020. We put it out in 2019. I made the song in 2018. So you know what I mean? Like it's
Dang.
literally like between that and then between okay, like this song is strong enough to choose to move forward with. Yeah, 'cause I mean for me the way I record, I mass record. I make a lot of stuff and then I kind of just pick and choose in between after. So that's always the process. But this one we pushed as hard as we could with a great video, with a lot of just like even like advertisements, promos and things
Yeah.
like that too.
Shout out to your team.
Yeah.
Y'all killing it for
The-
sure.
Thank you.
With
thank
all the
you.
promo and
Shout out
content.
That's Filthy. Shout out Brick TFA.
Yeah.
Shout out just everybody on a daily basis who always like holds it down for me. But like really like yeah, it's crazy how time works and how patient you really have to be in this game.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
how persistent you have to be too on top of your patience.
But you know what
and-
I think? I think they're impatient to hear the next track.
Yeah, they might be. Yeah.
Let's get to the next
I
track.
told you I'm a chatty Cathy.
Let's get Lil Mama
Yeah.
next.
Yeah, run
well,
Lil
our
Mama.
mics will be on though. You can still chat.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Lil Mama, let's play a snippet.
Yeah. This is my homie Bloomy's favorite song.
Metamorphosis, the change and the growth. Oftentimes can be the reason that you stay, you go. Thick skin gon' keep you warm when the nights get cold. Small fights turn fatal when the drinks get pulled. I ease up and use my patience, but don't play with these hoes. Stay faithful, cause the money on the way, I suppose. And you know you been my anchor when the waves get high. I fall deeper in your ocean as the days go by. I sink down into your water, cleanse myself for the stresses. All that jugging and finessing sometimes lead to depression. I need to feel your presence, help me count on my blessings. I'm picturing you naked when I'm making my breakfast. That pussy pie really something, but it's more than just humping. The way she greet me at the door, I never had that before. That's that pure shit, raw uncut, can't take it slow with you. Feel like two seeds in a pot, I wanna grow with you. And know just who you are, but more than just skin deep. If we take this vow, we can't leave till we 6 feet. And you need TLC, so I promise I won't creep. Let's smoke, make love, and go to sleep. Won't you come with me? Cool, yeah, when the baby, skip the drama. Make love, then we roll it, marijuana. Hey, hello,
Alright, we're gonna let that fade out.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, Lil Mama.
Lil Mama, that's Lil Mama. Produced by my brother Mutt. And when I was writing that song, I mean, I was thinking a lot about just growth and then ways that we could grow together instead of growing apart.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? Like, because, I mean, everybody grows every day with time. It's just like, which direction do you grow?
Right.
And it was big about just me wanting to just grow in the same direction with my wife, really. Like, it's just about being on the same page,
Absolutely.
synchronicity, synergy, and the trials you go through trying to achieve that,
Mm-hmm.
you know? I also kind of wrote that. I actually had written the first 4 bars to that with no beat at all, too.
Wow.
Yeah, so like
And you normally don't.
I
do that.
usually start with the beat and I pick
Okay.
my cadence. But like for that one, I just liked the phrasing a lot of it, and like I didn't know where I was gonna use it. I just had written that down,
Mhm.
like probably like 3 or 4 weeks before,
Okay.
and then my brother Mutt sent me the beat, and I was like, oh, this would match really well. And then I kind of like built off that first 4, and then we kept building the song, and
Nice.
yeah, that was one of my favorites too. Just to write, just the whole process of making that song was really great too.
Beautiful. I love it. Okay, let's get to the next track. We have Protect Your Feelings
Okay, cool.
featuring Daniel James.
Yes.
James.
with 3 Z's, yes.
Yes.
Shout out my brother Daniel James one time.
Love the Z's.
Baby, you know it's hard sometimes, man. I know you sensitive, but shit, I'm sensitive too, man. We can make this shit work. We gotta protect our feelings, you know?
Oh, we're just gonna play this one.
Your heart of glass, you protect with your last effort. This is not IKEA, it's harder
This
to
is the
put
video you
together.
just dropped.
Your soul is like a diamond, I came to apply the pressure. Eye cloud full of the memories that we treasure. Yeah, we both be on that stubborn tip. Capricorn hairs, button always on that hustle tip. I can't even think of nobody I'd rather struggle with. I just want your heart and all the other things it's coming with. You know who you just tell me that you ready when I come around. Do you like it fast or should I slow it down? Going 85 is live, I'm sliding down on the way. You tell me that you want me, then you let me in. You protect your feelings, I've been wondering. You know I've been patient, waiting for you just to love me again. Yeah. Okay, mind state way out of sync. No, we can't love like that. This connection needs to refresh.
Okay, so that was Protect Your Feelings featuring Daniel James.
Yes.
And what's that one about?
Protect Your Feelings is about it's about a lot of things, really. It's more of a, like, when you feel like you're almost like losing your love, or your love is like losing interest, or losing that feeling, and trying to protect your own feelings instead of trying to gain it back. You know what I mean? It's like that whole like sense of pride where both people are too proud to be like, I'm sorry, or like this, that. It's like that was a hard song. We were going through some tough times when I was writing that song too.
I imagine creating this music so healing for you, like therapy.
Yeah, it is healing. It's like literally my only outlet. If not, you're just like, I'm not really much of a, I mean, even though I do talk about my feelings a lot on record, I feel like over 2020 was like the first year that I probably learned how to communicate my feelings and my emotions in real life. So I feel like that's also a big part of just how the records came out, and then the content of what I wanted to make, is because I learned new things last year.
And this is the video where she was making the dinner,
Mhm.
right? Okay.
And it's like, unfortunately, that
you didn't make it home on time.
Yeah, and unfortunately, that is like a thing that
kind of thing.
that does happen in my real life. I wanted to, I mean, in this project and in my visuals and in everything, I wanted to put pieces of my real life in there, whether it was something that I was uncomfortable sharing or not. Because I mean, I feel like I'm not alone with my experience, and it's just like, it goes back to the phrase that love is work.
I think being vulnerable there's a healing in that.
Definitely.
Love it. Let's keep it moving. And we got the next is Manifest Destination, the one I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Let's get that track going. And this one we're just gonna listen to, so we'll have our mics on.
Yeah, this one I just wanted to drop travel bars.
Yeah.
And I wanted to tell her where I could take her and where we're going. Like, this is about the future. This is not about like, the past or just things like that. This is where we wanted to start to look ahead.
Yes.
Instead of looking behind or looking like present, we want to look, what's our ambition?
Looking forward to something.
Yes.
Traveling after COVID.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
after
all those
COVID.
people are
Post-COVID,
traveling.
Shanghai, Tokyo, anywhere you wanna go, baby, I just wanna know. Girl, what's your dream destination? Somewhere in Africa, Asia. We high up in the Himalayas, in the tropics, ayy. Whipping the Lexus out in Luxembourg. Our bodies touches, we puff the herb. Swinging down the streets of Medellin with a senorita. She say buenos dias while she mixing my margaritas. Or maybe in Manila we could sing us some karaoke. Testing out the water like we doing the hokey pokey. Out in Abu Dhabi, see the bodies, picture perfect. Damn, poolside with a cup of bourbon way down the server. I'm trying to take you down to Taiwan and Thailand, the Philippine Islands. Put your hand in my hand, cause I am what you are, and you are what I am. If you good, then I'm good. If you bad, that's my bad. I mean, we can sit Moscato in Morocco. I'll even take your pictures, you probably get some new follows. In the Bahamas.
Okay, so earlier you were saying this was a future, like you wanna something to look forward to.
Yes, that's how I wanted to, like, kind of, that's why it happens in like the latter end.
I like how the flow of the romance.
Thank you.
Yeah, it starts to get happy. Like, you got a little serious, and then you got happy.
It's honestly, I tried to make it like the flow of love.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, bam, it's very exciting,
coaster.
and then it's fucking hard, and then it's like, okay, now we're getting somewhere. You know what I mean? It's like, it's so like, I really try to make it like the flow of love, and that's I mean, a lot of songs actually from this. I cut about 6 songs from this before. So I really kind of broke it down. I was very selective with my choices for this. Even like songs that I thought were great songs, but they just didn't make
Could we maybe
the
expect
record.
those on a different project maybe? Yeah.
Romance Mike
that little
Deluxe.
smile right
Romance
there.
Mike
Stay
Deluxe.
tuned. Deluxe.
Coming
Stay
soon.
tuned.
Coming soon. Yeah, stay tuned.
Love
Stay
it.
tuned. I'm dropping a deluxe version now.
Exclusive
we throwing some extra shit on there.
announcement.
Yeah, exclusive announcement. Yeah.
Right there.
Yup.
There you have it.
Yeah, there you have it. Here first. Here first.
Here first.
Exactly.
Okay, so the next track we have the video actually, which is Paradise, and actually this is probably my favorite one too.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Paradise featuring, do I pronounce it right? Devereaux.
Devereaux, yes.
okay.
Devereaux, she's an amazing talent. Really young, too. I mean, she's a new addition to our team on All That's Filthy, and I can't wait till y'all see, like, what she's got coming, too. But
She's amazing.
This was, like, our first little snippet to kind of, like, showcase, like, her talent, you know?
Yeah, and this video is really fun. So go ahead and
It is.
introduce that video.
It is. This next video is called Paradise, and I tell you what, it's kind of a trip. Enjoy.
Yes, y'all. That was Pretty Papes with his track off the Romance Mic. And this was featuring Devereaux called Paradise. And we're going to go ahead and get straight into his performance. And this is Pretty Papes once again. And he's going to be performing his track Too Smooth.
Hold on. Wrong audio. Wrong audio. It's cool. We all
Sorry
know.
about that.
It's all good. It's all good. What's good? We tapped in right now. Okay, that's the right one. Now that thing sounds smooth, man. My name is Pretty Papes. I am the best looking, best rapping rapper on earth. And you're gonna find out. Yeah. Hey.
Convertible top that can't miss me. Looking pretty as soon as the wind hits me. George Jets and Benz got me flying through your city. Put my number in your phone and my face all in your titties. Ooh, we all looking for somebody who could satisfy and bring to life all the dirty thoughts that we fantasize. Sexually charged conversation under candlelight. Ooh, it all seems so strategized. Pick you up in the bucket around 8. Can't look too thirsty, sure, 15 minutes late. You know I want you, so let's get that out the way. It ain't gonna work if we got nothing left to say. To be honest, see, that body is persuasive. She a brick house. Shorty, let me redesign the basement. Let me dig out. Drinking kamikazes, getting wasted. Ayy, fornicating before it gets complicated. I'm too smooth. I'm too suave. I'm on the move, baby. Why you acting strange? You in the mood? Okay, pull up with some Andre. I'm about my business. I ain't about the blase. Nah, I'm too smooth. I'm too suave. I'm on the move, baby. Why you acting strange? You in the mood? Okay, pull up with some Andre. I'm about my business. Yeah. Wait, hey, she a dime piece, 10 out of 10. I'm the best looking rapper according to her friends. I think they got the game backwards, don't know where to begin. Flashbacks of a young Mac back of the Benz. Backpack full of grams, but what you seeing is a rare individual. Smooth operator, she calling me for a miracle. Smoking cookies while we riding down Imperial. Wake up in the morning, I'm eating up all the cereal. It's complicated when you make it that way. We can wake up, fuck, and get some paper today. I could pull up front or keep it player today. Pretty paper, tear it up just like some paper mache. To be honest, you the hottest in that dress. You need to drop it on the floor next to your phone. You won't be taking any callers, making love and watching cable. I can't promise I won't play you, girl. The only thing I promise is I'm too smooth. I'm too suave. I'm on the move, baby. Why you acting strange? You in the mood? Okay, pull up with some Andre. I'm about my business. I ain't about the blase. Nah, I'm too smooth. I'm too suave. I'm on the move, baby. Why you acting strange? You in the mood? Okay, pull up with some Andre. I'm about my business. I ain't about the blase. Nah. I'm too smooth, baby. I'm too smooth, yeah. I'm too smooth, baby. I'm too smooth, yeah. I'm too smooth, baby. So silky smooth, baby. Cocoa butter smooth, baby. You know how I do now, baby. From the smoothest, best looking, best rapping rapper on planet Earth, I want to wish y'all a good evening. My name is Pretty Papes, and it was a pleasure, Traklife. It was a motherfucking pleasure. I hope to see y'all again. And go stream Romance Mike right now, bro. Alright, yeah. I try to hit the outro like a little something, you know what I'm saying? But I fucked up the words of my own name.
Yes, and that was Pretty Papes with his track Too Smooth off Romance Mike. And you can come over and we'll wrap up the show, but this was so fun and you are such a vibe. Seriously, Pretty Papes again. Too smooth, real smooth with that one. That performance with the dance moves hitting it over there.
Yeah, I was hitting. I didn't know which one to do. I think I was like, I obviously always just kind of revert to the Tatiana. I think I'm stuck. Is that still trending? Like that dance?
I don't know. Aren't they doing the whoa?
I feel like the kids are way ahead of that, but I'm still on that. I still want to do.
On the dab.
I still want to do that.
That's not a thing anymore.
Oh damn! You on the dab? Oh shit!
But anyways, Pretty Papes, it was such a pleasure. Let everybody know where they can find all your music and follow you and all that good stuff.
All right, so find my music right now on Spotify, Apple Music, all digital streaming platforms as Pretty Papes, PRETTY space PAPE $. And then on social media, I'm Pretty Papes, PRETTY PAPES, all one word on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok.
Yeah, and one last thing, let the people know if you have any like things, announcements you want to make, exclusive drops. What's coming? What's next? We want to know.
There's a lot of a lot of shit next, man. So I got a virtual world tour popping.
Oh,
virtual world tour. Okay. That's right. We got 5 live stream performances lined up right now.
Wow.
First one is actually April 1st with Live by Live. If you in here, I want to see you there too. Live by Live. It's going to be great, bro. That's going to be great. And then also I got a bunch of collabs coming up too, man. I got a collab with Cam Gnarly coming soon. My brother Noah James as well.
Yes, who we've had on Tracklife,
yes,
by the way.
Yes.
Shout out Noah James.
I got a collab with Noah, man. IE Legend. I also got a little Daylight verse in the vault right now that I'm thinking about dropping this summer too. And just a bunch of collabs with my team too. I mean, like I got a bunch of new collabs with Devereaux, Daniel James, my brother Bloomy the Goat. Yeah, and it's. I mean, I feel like this year I actually wanted to focus on collaboration and just trying to expand my art as well. So
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, it was such a pleasure. This was so fun. We hope you guys had a good time. Leave all the heart emojis, fire emojis. Follow Pretty Papes on the socials. Follow Traklife at This Is Traklife on Instagram. And yeah, we'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
I'll see y'all next
It's
time.
your girl Hazzle Joy. I forgot to say
I won't
that.
see y'all next time. I probably won't be on the next show.